Hey Grace Church, I am Pastor Chelsea, and before I tell you about where I am standing and why I am standing here, I want to share a couple of updates happening this week in our community. The first of which is that tomorrow, on Saturday, December 19th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., we are having our Feast of Carols Part 1. Traditionally, Feast of Carols has happened on the same day, and it has happened, it's begun with a meal in our fellowship hall and then transitioned into a concert in this space. But of course, due to COVID-19, we have had to adjust our plans. And so this year, Feast of Carols will look a little bit different. The first part will happen tomorrow, and it will happen as we celebrate a feast together. A feast brought to us by the Food Bank of Delaware as we distribute food to our West Center City neighbors. You are encouraged to come and to volunteer, to come and receive food from the food bank. We are excited to give away fresh produce and milk and cheese, likely some eggs and some meat, and always a box of non-perishable items. You just have to have proof of Delaware residency to receive a box with the food bank. And again, that's happening tomorrow from 11 to 1. Also during that time, we will have some Christmas music playing on the speakers outside, and we have an art making station set up, just a community event out in the parking lot. We are busy plowing and salting away so that the parking lot is safe to use tomorrow. So we hope you will join us for part 1 of Feast of Carols. Then part 2 is going to come to you live as we launch our video on Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel Sunday night at 7 p.m. Our soloists and our musicians have been hard at work putting together this concert for you. Our director of music, Michael Shoremount, has been producing this video, and it is a gift. And so I hope that you will join us Sunday night at 7 as we celebrate the gift of music in this holiday season. Speaking of Michael Shoremount and the gift of music, we hope that you will take advantage of the Christmas fund that we have set up and the goodbye and farewell fund that we have set up for Michael and his family. We know that this time of transition will be a challenging one, and so we want to give thanks for Michael's many years of service here at Grace Church. We want to send him and his family off with a nice farewell gift, and so if you would like to contribute to that fund, a link to do so is in this e-news. Also, as you are thinking of ways to wrap up your Christmas giving, to wrap up those Christmas gifts, we invite you to consider a gift in memory or in honor of a loved one, and to give to Grace Church, to give to our food distribution, or to give to deaf community ministries, to give maybe to fund our community fund, the resources for our LED funding here as we consider sustainable ways that Grace Church can be moving forward and being good stewards of our environment, or maybe giving to our garden fund. There are lots of different ways to give. All of those can be found on our website under Christmas giving. But we encourage you to give in honor or in memory of a loved one, and we would love to send that person a Christmas card, so encourage you to give online. Finally, I want to invite you to worship this Sunday, and this is why I am coming to you from the sanctuary. This Sunday, I will be preaching as we continue our sermon series, The Mothers of Jesus, and this week I am preaching on Ruth. I am preaching on Ruth and her story with her mother-in-law, Naomi, and the ways that Ruth shows up in Naomi's life, the ways that Ruth is faithful to the call that God has placed on her life, and for the ways that she shows up even in the midst of grief and in the midst of chaos. I decided to record here from the sanctuary because often on weeks that I am preaching, I will do some writing from the sanctuary. At the last church I served, friends would joke that they always knew that I was preaching because the lights would be on and that I would be typing away. And this week that has continued to be true. I have sat in this space to write and to just receive, to prepare for worship on Sunday. And so I hope that you will join us at 10:25 for our virtual worship, that you'll come at 9 a.m. for our outdoor prayer service. Even in the cold, we would love to see you. And to be honest, it hasn't been all that cold on Sunday mornings. And when it has been, we have been grateful for the gift of outdoor heaters and for the ability to bundle up. So I hope that you will tune in to the radio broadcast at 8, in-person prayer service at 9, or virtual worship at 10:25. Believe it or not, with the fourth Sunday of Advent, it means that Christmas is just around the corner. And while we will miss having the sanctuary full for Christmas Eve, we hope that you will still join us for a time of worship. You can do that in a variety of ways. The first of which is Christmas Eve. You can come at 3 p.m. for our outdoor prayer service. Then this space will be open from 3 until midnight, as we have some prayer stations that will be set up around this space. It will be a way to continue to reflect on the mothers of Jesus and to reflect this Christmas season. Also, you can join us online at 5:05 in partnership with Riverfront Church, or at 9 p.m. for our traditional lessons and carols. All of these invitations can be found on our website. They can be found below in this weekly email. But we hope that you know just how much we love you, just how much God loves you, how much we are grateful to be in ministry together this season. And we hope that you will continue to respond to the ways that God is calling you to live, that you will respond with your prayers and your presence, your gifts and your service and your witness. We hope to see you soon, and just know that until we see you in person again, that we are praying for you and that we are here if you need it. Friends, I hope that you are having a great Friday, and we will talk to you soon.